What's up, YouTube? This episode is sponsored by Faded Luxury Barbing Lounge, located on the south side of Atlanta, Georgia. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Faded Luxury Barbing Lounge. Now let's get into this episode. What's happening, Bully World is going down today. I got my man Chris in the building with Lavish Lifestyle Bullies, man. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, Will, man? What's up, Bully World? How y'all doing out there, man?
Man, I appreciate you on the show today, man.
Appreciate you for having me, bro. Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Hey, I see you doing your thing with the Frenchies out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, we trying to open up this ABKC, right? This is our first Frenchie. We went ahead and champed her out. She's a couple shows away from her grand champion. Yeah, I'm trying to get more into the Frenchies. Like I said, I'm kind of more into a smaller dog. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna ask you what got you into the Frenchies.
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen her dad, because at first I didn't like French, but I met her dad one day when I was going to the ICBR show, and he was champion at the time. He was the ICBR champion, Rolly. And when I seen him, I just was like, "Oh yeah, I got to get in. I got to." You know, when you see that dog, you be like, "Man, when are you gonna have a litter?" You know what I mean? I got to get a pup off of you, type thing.
Yeah, so, exactly.
So that's kind of how that went for real. Like I said, I seen that male, and then when he showed me pictures of the girl, I said, "Oh yeah, she gonna be something special." You know what I mean?
Okay.
She gonna be something special.
So tell me, how long have you been dealing with the Frenchies?
Oh, I mean, I've been looking at them for a minute, but I've only had my Frenchie for about 11 months. You know what I mean?
Okay,
she's still young. Yeah, she's still young. So we got a breeding coming up with her. I'm gonna take her to Capitol Creek's Exotics. He got a lilac merle by the name of Ace. So the reason why I wanted to get in the Frenchies, honestly, is like I said, I see so many Frenchies. They got either good structure or good DNA. You never really see too many with both. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I wanted to kind of, hop in the game and add my own twist and have, you know what I mean, champ out a Merle or something like that in ABKC, because there's not many of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Your girl look real nice too. Like I like how she real short, real compact, nice bone, all of that. She well put together.
Yeah, and like I said, I know people be hating like, oh, produce not bought. I bought her, but I also turned her up to the level that she's at now. You know what I mean? Because have people like, oh, you didn't produce her. Who cares? I bought her and turned her.
Hey, you working with her. You know that's the thing. You putting a lot of work in with her.
That's what I'm saying. And people don't realize how hard this show thing is. Like, it's not as easy as just putting your dog there and they gonna know to stand there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You got some dogs, they gotta learn how to lean and all type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, as a whole though, we've been kind of dealing with the bullies for about maybe like 2 years now.
Okay.
I've always been into the pit bulls, the game dogs, but sometimes I just seen a bully one day and that junk was just so big. I said, oh yeah, I got to get me one of them.
Now, what bully did you see in particular that made you say, you know what? I think I want to go this route. I want to get one of these. Like what bully you may have seen, whether it was online or in person.
You want to know something crazy? The first bully I ever seen was and it's gonna sound crazy, but the first bully I ever seen was Venom. Okay. And I know a lot of people, like, I think you say you're not really into the exotic scene, but Venom is crazy, man. And I just seen him and I was just like, oh yeah, that's the look I want, you know what I mean? And that's the look I strive for, that micro, clean, you know what I mean, look.
Still able to move around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can still move around, but at the same time, I ain't got no big ass XL. You know what I mean? I'm me personally, I'm not a fan of XLs, but I don't have nothing against them. They're just too big of a dog for my vision. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Now, in your best opinion, give me your five top bullies.
Damn,
your five top bullies in the game.
If I had to think about it, like, are we talking about?
It don't matter what order. Just
about top bullies as in. Are we talking about top bullies as in producers? My top 5 producers, or just the top 5 that just
your
good?
top 5 bullies of all time. Your top 5.
All right, my number 1 is Venom. I told you he got me to love the breed, so it got to be Venom. I like Gotti. I like Gotti, Juan Gotti. He a nice dog. I like that girth he got, but he's still clean. I'm gonna bring it back to the old school blood. You ever heard of Samurai Paco?
I have. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I love that Paco blood.
That's a true bull. That's a true American bull right
there. Yeah. That Paco blood. Like I said, once I did get into the bully, I started doing my history, and I really liked it, that Paco. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It ain't really many bullies out there really I see with Paco blood in them anymore, honestly. Everybody got Dax and all that. But so that's number 3. I ain't gonna lie, I like that boy Brim.
Brim, okay, yeah, Brim. I like Brim too.
Brim hard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Brim hard.
Definitely.
And then you gotta go with the OG, man. You know, Rocco, he hard too, bro. He hard too.
I like Rocco too. Yeah,
but
I like Rocco too.
So yeah, though, but I mean, if I had to give some people some advice, though, just talking out loud, bully game, bro, is not as easy as it looks, man.
I was just about to ask you, like, what would you give a person that's trying to get into the bully game? Like what advice? Like, what would you tell them?
Don't look at the money, honestly, because you got to honestly love these dogs. You know what I mean? You got to have a vision and you got to have a passion. You got to stick with it. You see a lot of people out here right now, they breed in the only 3 studs. You know what I mean? So I feel like another tip is to set yourself apart. You know, I didn't breed to Rocco. I didn't breed to Brim. I bred to Patron.
Okay.
He's got the same mother as Brim, but you know, I didn't want to go the route everybody else going, because it's like, why would I want the same blood everybody else got? I got to set myself apart. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, like I said, I'm just really going avenues of, because you'll see it's a lot of underrated clean dogs out here that people not really on right now. You know what I mean?
That's true. A lot of people kind of play the backstage part. You know, they just just chilling.
Yeah,
but they have some real heat that'll mess up a lot of dogs in the show ring if they just was to pop out with them.
No cap. And I call them type of people, you know, I used to resell shoes back in the day.
Okay.
Jordans and stuff. So I call them type of people hype beasts.
Okay.
They only want the hype. They'll overlook something that's nice. If it ain't got that name to it, they don't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. So I got another question. When it comes to getting ready to breed a dog, right? Tell me, how crucial do you think it is to get a progesterone test? Like, tell me, how crucial do you think that is, or how necessary that is?
I think it's 100%, bro. I think that's gonna make or break it. You know what I mean? The breeding, honestly. Cause you know, I just had my first litter not too long ago, bro, and I hit that joint on the head and had 13 pups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had a real 13 piece, and they all came out.
Like none passed away. I did what I had to do, but them progesterone tests, they definitely important, because, like I said, I hit my girl the day before, and she wasn't near ready, and then it's like overnight she just got ready. You know what I mean?
Man,
and that next morning we was breeding her. So
man, that's what's up. Now with the 13 that you had, did you end up doing a C-section, or did she have them natural?
Bro, it was a crazy situation how it happened because she didn't carry the full 63 days. She gave birth around 61, 62, but the vet already had that, you know, I mean, they started because she had so many carry the whole term because she got 13 pups. If you would have, girl, she was about to, any wrong movement probably would have popped her open. But she started going into labor. But she started going into labor, bro. And while she was going into labor, the vet was doing a C-section. So they didn't even have no room for her. They was just like, you know, just take her back home, come back in 2 hours, and hopefully she ain't push no pups out. Man, when I tell you, that was the scariest I ever been, bro.
Man, I can believe it.
That was the scariest I've been.
I can believe it.
And another thing, bro, I want to tell these new breeders, man, this bully game is going to push obstacles your way you ain't never heard of, bro. Listen, 13. I know I had 13 pups, bro. Ain't none of them died, but a week and a half into whelping the litter, the mom caught pyometra, bro, almost died, and we had to fix her. And she couldn't nurse her puppies, bro.
Man, I remember when we were just on the phone earlier, you was telling me that you that you had to what's the name?
So we had to bottle feed. Yeah, so we had to bottle feed her. We had to bottle feed 13 pups every 2 hours, bro. When I tell you I wanted to give up, bro.
Hey, but it's amazing though that all 13 of them lived though. Like that's
why I said right there. That's where the passion that you got to have for this shit come in. Because if you weren't really passionate, they would have been dying off left and right. You know what I mean? But I already had it established. Like, you know, my girl, she did her thing. She caught pyometra, but I'm gonna hold it down for her. You know, I'm gonna make sure all these come out as healthy as possible. Yeah. So, like I said, you definitely got to have some type of I call it an oh shit fund, because that, bro, the emergency, no cap, the emergency spay that we had to perform on Gigi cost us $5,000 because it was on Memorial Day.
Man,
you gotta have some. That's what I'm saying. This shit throw shit at you, bro. You know what I mean?
That's why a lot of breeders have their puppies priced the way that they have. I mean, you can't even get mad with a person's with their price, because you don't know what they went through or what they had to spend in order to either save the puppies or either try to save both of them, the puppy and the puppies and the mom. So
yeah,
man.
And then you got to think about expenses of, you know, we don't stop spending money after the breeding. We still got to feed these pups. We got to feed.
That's true.
Feed these dogs. The breeder, you making sure you're not going to get no puppy child, no little cheap shit. You know what I mean? You're gonna make sure your dog get the best of the best.
That's true.
So
you have any upcoming studs that you might wanna show?
I will, because I'm at my house and my studs, they stay at my mom's house. We kept two of them.
Okay.
But I do got a nice chocolate boy, man, that I would be on the lookout for, because he gonna be nice.
Okay.
And he remind me, honestly, of he chocolate. He remind me like a Rocco right now. I'm hoping he popped like him too, man.
I heard that. That's a nice,
he remind me
dog.
Like a little Rocco.
I like that though. I really love Colossal though, man. That's a nice looking dog.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about him earlier. Colossal is nice. It's just I've been hearing things about his rear though. You know what I mean? And you know, I like I told you from the beginning, I'm more of like an ABKC. When I see a dog and it's gonna come like that, once you like learn laws, And it's like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like, that's the only thing you're looking at now.
That's
I even
true.
do that with my own dogs.
That's true. They say that that first impression is everything. It's an everlasting impression. So yeah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, so it's like, even with my dogs, I'm so my dog, and she might go do a free stack and her foot turn. I'm like, oh my God, she got Easty Westy. I'm ready to sell her, man. I'm ready to let her go.
So so when you picking your Frenchies, in your best opinion, what's your look, your ideal look of a Frenchie? What's your ideal look of a Frenchie in your best opinion? What you looking for in the Frenchie when you go to pick one?
So like I told you earlier, what made me really put my stamp on the Frenchie game was the fact that I'm seeing, you know what I mean, blue merles and chocolate merles. They're nice looking dogs, but they got long backs. You know what I mean? They look like a weenie dog, short arms, long backs, you know what I mean? Super hunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I mean, I'm not throwing no shade, but Walk Down Walter, he's a nice dog. I love that dog. But when you go to the side stack, you like, look at this back. You know what I mean? But you can breed it to something and get a beautiful Frenchie. If Walter was to breed that Frenchie to my Frenchie, and we keep that one short back, it's gonna go crazy. I'm telling you.
I know exactly what you're saying. And see, you probably done did so many shows now, so where it's like you it's so much critiquing. You like, man, I don't like that. I don't like this. It got to be like this. It got to be like that. And like you said, especially when it's a sanctioned ABKC show.
Yeah, like even with my female, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go out there. You know, I'm transparent, bro. I let people see my product. You know what I mean? I let them know what I'm working towards, but I'm not gonna hide my flaws. You know what I mean? And I know my flaw as far as the Frenchie game is my girl, her back is short, but it's so short to the point where it doesn't have that roach, because they want to see a roach in the back. Okay. But they don't want to see too much, you know what I mean? And her back is so short, it's more like straight, like a bully. You know what I mean?
Now when you say roach, a lot of people don't know what that means. So could you explain what is that in particular? What is the roach? What is that?
All right. So all right. So you know when the bullies show standard that they're supposed to straight back, like when they're stacking up, their back's supposed to be straight top line.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna use this. Look, I got this perfect example for you. This is our statue right here. It's of a Frenchie, because that's how much we love him. Let me see if I can turn this thing for you. I can't turn it, but I can pick it up and show you. So this is our Frenchie right here, our Frenchie statue. You notice that his back is straight, but back
up a tad bit. There you go.
All right, you notice his back is straight, but towards the end, it kind of got like a hump. We call that a roach.
Okay.
Now let me go get my female, and if I was to show you my female, her back is so short that it lacks that roach. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it doesn't affect me, but as far as show standard, it's a fault. That's what they consider a fault.
Okay.
You know? So that's what we've been working towards as far as that. And also she kind of has a small dome because she's so small. She doesn't have a big head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they say that a lot.
So now go ahead. My bad.
Because I would recommend whenever someone does get into ABKC showing, whether you win or lose, I would ask the judge, where can you improve with this dog? You know what I mean? Because the judge is going to know.
That's a good pointer right there. That's a good pointer right there.
After every show, even if I won, I walk up and I say, you know, I know this dog isn't perfect. Where could I improve at? If you could point anything out, like, well, you know, I want his rear a little more roached over, or I might, you know what I mean? They're going to give you some tips on what they will rather see in the dog, whether they picked it, you know what I mean?
So now let me ask you this. So between the Frenchie and the bully, like, what do you love more about the Frenchie versus the bully? Like, if you had to pick, breed to just have, like, what would you pick and why?
That's a hard one, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. That's a hard one. Cause it's like, I love the bullies, but I can't get my baby Leilani up like that. Can't get a Frenchie up. I would probably pick the Frenchie, honestly. Just cause, it's like, a Frenchie is the first dog I ever champed out now. So it's like, that's gonna always sit with me.
Exactly. That's a great decision just off of that.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like even with me buying this Frenchie and producing my litter, I feel like the Frenchie game is more pushing me forward, like, faster. You know what I mean? I'm getting my name out there faster with the Frenchies more than I am with the bullies.
True.
Because the bullies is more of a progress, and I feel like, honestly, everybody got bullies right now. You know what I mean? But everybody ain't got good Frenchies.
That's real. You definitely got some real good quality in your female that I definitely been seeing. And honestly, whether it's a bully or a Frenchie, my favorite is a black tri. Like, I love black tris. That's my favorite.
I see that black tri behind you, boy.
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, this painting is actually the dog that's on the flyer for the Stack Off Wednesdays.
Who dog is that? I've seen him before. Somebody was gonna stud their girl out to him.
Is I'm about to go on my Instagram and find it for you right now. I don't want to say it wrong, but I think it's hold on one second.
Yeah, I seen someone, they was trying to stud. I mean, I think he was trying to stud his dog out to him.
It's Big Dogs Bullies. That's what it is. Dude named Stephen Robinson.
Yeah. So look, let me ask you a question, man. If you had to choose right now, the number one producer right now, who would you pick?
The number one producer.
And can we smoke? Am I allowed to smoke on here, bro, or not?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on. All right, cool. So if you had to pick the number one producer, who you picking and why?
So to me, I'm going with more of a I don't want to say old school, but I want to kind of go back a little bit. I love Lucky Luciano, man.
You said Lucky Luciano?
I love Lucky Luciano because he has that true American bull, look. He have the bone. He's ripped like a actual pit bull. He's ripped like a pit bull, but he's on the frame of a bully with the big bone, the nice head, great movement, and he got a little grittiness about him. He still had that dog in him. He don't have that, And some of the bullies, it's like the dog is being bred out of him.
So look, let me ask you this question: what would you change about Lucky Luciano?
I probably wouldn't change nothing about him, honestly.
Come on, man.
I think he's a perfect bull, honestly. I mean, though no dog is perfect, but to me, he's one of my. That's
your vision.
Yeah, that's my vision. Something like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
And then he's a blue tri.
The owner of Lucky, he's a ABKC judge.
Okay.
I met him a couple times. He all right, dude. He didn't produce Lucky, but he bought him, and he champed him out. Do you feel like? Let me ask you another question, because we just talking now, bro. That's what we're doing. About the podcast, I tell you, I like to talk about dogs. Do you like it discredits a breeder if he bought a dog instead of producing a dog? Do you think that discredits that?
No, because when you buy the person that bought that dog, he can do something totally different than what the person produced the dog to look like. He can work that dog to where he look like a totally different dog. He can look like he came from a whole different from a whole different breeding versus all the other dogs that's being sold to other, other buyers. If you don't work your dog, then he not gonna look like this dog. Because you could have a dog that came out of the same litter as a Lucky Luciano or a Shamrock, but if you don't work that dog to where you got him on the flex pole to get him, to get him ripped, to get him, however, whatever you feeding them can have something to do with it, whatever supplements, all of that. Mm-hmm. But I definitely wouldn't discredit the person that bought the dog versus the person that actually produced that dog.
Yeah, because I hear that a lot in the bully game. It's like, oh, he didn't buy the dog. Like, that's the first thing a motherfucker say. He didn't produce that dog. He bought him. But it's like, I got him turned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Just like your Frenchie. Just like your Frenchie. If nobody is working their Frenchies that came out of that same litter, those litter mates, if they not doing shows and not working their dogs like you, like, man, what's the difference?
Yeah. And that brings me on to my next tip too, man. People who hate on your dog, they're going to make it seem like your dog is not like that. But they're just mad they don't have the same dog you have, bro.
That's it.
Listen, bro, I'm hearing so much. That golden child son I showed you, Patriot.
Uh-huh.
The whole DMV is hating on him right now. Oh, I don't like him. His rear, he can't move. Da 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 da. His rear. He ain't the best at it rear wise. But like you said, no dog is perfect. But Patriot, bro. When I seen Patriot at the show, bro, I thought it was Golden Child. I had to say, bro, is that Golden Child? Like Golden Child stamped that dog, man.
Okay.
But people are so mad that they don't own him, that they are willing to just say anything about that dog. You know what I mean? That's why I say you got to really be careful with who you deal with in this bully game, because a lot of people, you have to, I kind of consider this bully game kind of like the streets with minus the violence.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly. Exactly.
Yeah, honestly. So you kind of got to watch how you move, Like my camp, I could see genuine people, you know what I mean? You can tell a genuine person, and I kind of deal with them. But other than that, it's just mainly just the family, honestly.
Exactly. I know. I understand exactly where you're coming from. So I got a question too. Have you ever heard of the bully called Denzel? He's a true pocket. Or should I say, have you ever heard of Hall of Fame bullies?
I think I heard of Hall of Fame, but what defines a true pocket?
What do I define as a true pocket? I think Denzel was a true pocket, and he just passed away like 2 days ago, I think. Matter of fact, shout out to Terrell and R.I.P. to Denzel. Man, that was a nice bully, man. Like, I'm talking about a true pocket, like, and he was a true bull. He had that. Yeah. He had that dog. He had that dog in him, and he just had a nice head, big bone, very compact, and can move with it. Yeah,
I never seen him. I never seen him before. But another pocket. Because see, I don't consider Venom a pocket. He's a micro.
Okay.
But if I had to go and say what my version of a true pocket is, it probably would be Cash Money. R.I.P. man. Cash.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
You can't say Cash won't hard, man.
Oh yeah, I like them. I'm about to show you a picture of Denzel. I'm gonna put it up on the screen and show you in a second.
So did you see when Cash stacked up against
I watched a little bit of it on YouTube.
How you feel about what Bashar said about it not being no brim blood? All of that come from Dax. How you feel about that? I know you seen the video where he was like, "There is no brim." Da 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 da.
I was just talking to my cousin. I was just talking to my cousin at the 12-13 bullies about that. Man, you're gonna have people gonna hate, people gonna say what they want to say regardless. So I feel like I don't know, man. I think it is a such thing as brim blood, because once you went through those different generations and you started producing, a certain look, then that's considered to be your blood. Whether you got that dog from somebody that produced it or not. Like I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like, because if it came out of their camp,
you kind of
don't mean that you can't establish your own blood with that dog that you got out of somebody's camp.
But I feel like also what he's saying is brim doesn't have enough generations. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
To consider, I consider it brim blood. You know what I mean? I consider whoever the stud is, that's who the blood is. You know what I mean?
Unless exactly.
Or the biggest name up over him is who I'm gonna call the blood is. You know what I mean? So I think what Bashar was saying was that, he don't have enough generations to even consider himself a bloodline, because, like you said, you bought the dog from somebody, you bred the dog, and you didn't produce enough generations to be like, this is an official line. Because it's really Grim, which is who? Rocco? It's really Rocco blood. I guess that's what he's saying. I guess that's what he was saying, right? But I feel like really Brim to produce enough to be considered his own bloodline.
I know what you're saying. Now this is a picture of this is Denzel right here.
Oh yeah, that boy hard. What, he a fawn?
Denzel.
He a fawn, bro?
Huh?
He a fawn?
I think he was fawn and white. Yep.
Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah, Denzel was he was a nice dog. Real nice pedigree.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Khan really killing the game though with that Rocco blood he got though.
Yeah, he got some nice stuff, man,
He got some
real nice stuff. Matter of fact, shout out to Khan out there.
No bullshit. Bro, he really like, he's stepping at, he like setting the standard. He changed the standard of the American Bully, I feel like, for real.
You think so?
I don't know. I feel like he
so what
upgraded it.
So what do you think? What do you think he ended up producing to kind of change the bully game, in your opinion?
I mean, it all started from, what you want to name? He got all the studs right now. So, which one you want? Rocco, Grim, Brim? He produced Brim, but, he didn't produce. I don't know if he produced them, but I know he started out to him. But Grim, Rocco, Colossal, he got everybody right now.
Yeah, I think Grim comes from Grim, and Grim is the black dog.
But I know 30 Block Kennels produced Grim, but it was he went to, not Grim, but Brim. But he went to Grim with that Booby Miles girl.
And Booby Miles, that's one of my favorite females. I feel like she can stack up against any male right now. In my best opinion, I feel like she'll put a lot of males to shame right now.
Bro, these pups I got is Booby Miles grandkids, bro.
That's a real she-male.
I hope they come out like her, because like I said, I got these pups as Booby Miles grandkids. They was Booby Miles bred to Big Red, and the son off of that, I bred to my girl, which was she was like, she had boss blood and she had Razor's Edge in her. She was clean, but she didn't have type. She wasn't like your ideal bully.
Okay. Right. So, bro, let me ask you this: what's some of the obstacles you had to overcome, just in general, to even get into to embark into the bully world or the bully side of things?
Bro, I got a story, bro. We ain't even got enough time for it, I'm telling you. From age 19 to age 25, I was incarcerated. You know, I was a young kid doing dumb shit. Ended up getting a robbery charge. I did 6 years for that. So I came home in 2020. That's when I decided I'm going to do this bully shit. Well, I really decided when I was in penitentiary. And this is why I told you, because in there we got these little MP5, little MP3 junks. Now, it ain't like the old days where you writing letters and shit. So I used to tell my mom, like, send me bully pictures. Send me pictures of bullies. And Venom was the first bully she ever sent me. It was a picture of Venom and his brother Omega sitting right beside each other. Man. I said, fuck Omega, I like Venom. And so I started getting her to prescribe me these magazines, The Bully King.
Okay.
And, bro, I just used to sit in my cell, bro. I'm talking about, because I was on a max of like a 23-1 jump. Because I was in the penitentiary doing dumb stuff, running my level up. So I ended up towards the end of my bid on the max level. And I used to just sit in the cell, bro, and just look at the same 6 bully magazines, bro, and just study the structure, bro. I would just look at the grand champions and be like, oh, yeah, this is what a champion supposed to look like. You know what I mean? I would look at the dogs that they took pictures of when they won and put them in the magazine. I'd be like, okay, this is what a winning dog's supposed to look like. You know what I mean?
True.
And when I came home in 2020, I put it in effect. I bought my first bully. I kind of had fell off a little bit, but then I got back into it, bred her, had my litter. I bought my Frenchie before I bred her. And then, like I said, I had 13 pups, and it's just been up for there, bro.
Yo, man, you've been doing your thing, man. That show anybody, man, if they going through something, that it ain't over with until it's, you know.
Until it's over with, bro. Until it's not over with until it's over with. That's what I say,
man. Hey, you're doing some big things right now, man. Hey, just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm trying. You know, I'm still new. I got this Frenchie breeding coming up, so God one thing, take and do what it's supposed to do. You know.
Yes.
But sir. You know, everybody go. I don't feel like I made it for real until I'm doing bullies 24/7.
Hey, but see, the thing is, you're gonna always, long as you remain humble and a student of the game, man, you're gonna continue to learn and continue to keep prospering anyway. That's just like me. I'm a master barber. I own a barbershop. I'm a co-owner of my barbershop with me and my guy Stan. And we've been open for 5 years, but I started cutting hair when I was 14. So I've been doing it for about 21 years, but I'm still learning each and every day, you know. Gotta remain humble and remain a student of the game. So you can never feel like you just know everything, or feel like you're too good to even to just like how you show your dog on the ABKC level. You still tap in with us on our Instagram Live on Stack Off Wednesdays.
Of course,
you know?
Of course, bro. I gotta be what's that word? Like when you adapt, you got to be able to adapt. You know what I mean? I got to be able to appeal to all crowds of people.
That's true.
You know, because I know everybody not into ABKC.
That's true.
But if you can follow me and I can show you another, like, whoa, ABKC ain't as bad as you think. It's a guy with all these tattoos in there showing his dog.
Absolutely.
Best believe next time I go in there, I'm gonna have a suit. You know what I mean? Because the judge told you got to look nice. So that was one of the things that he told me. Next time I go in there, they be like, "It's a guy with all these tattoos. I can do it, man."
That's real.
This motherfucker can do it. I can do it.
That's real, man. That's real. That's real. That is real, bro. I appreciate having you, bro, on the show for real, bro.
Word, bro. I'm trying to get on here more. For real. I love this type of stuff, man.
We'll definitely do a second take on here, man.
Word, because I love this, just getting on here talking about bullies. I could talk about it all day, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I live, eat, breathe bullies, bro.
I heard that. Hey, before I let you go, let the people know where they can find you at, bro. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, however, let them know. And I'll make sure I put it, I'll put it down below.
Yeah, just find me. We on TikTok too. Lavish Lifestyle Bullies. We got Instagram, Lavish Lifestyle Bullies. And I'm also trying to start up my dog photography business, Lavish Lifestyle Photography. It's going to be for people who want to, I guess, just take professional pictures of their dogs. You know what I mean? I'm going to specialize in bully pictures. You know what I mean? So Lavish Lifestyle Photography too. Make sure y'all follow that down.
Yes, sir. Again, bro, I appreciate having you on another episode of Bully Talk with Will, bro. Appreciate you,
bro. Word. Appreciate you too, man, for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.